Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back, or it's your first time here, welcome. I really hope you enjoyed this video as well as my channel. Definitely do not forget to hit that subscribe button down below if you do. So for today's video, we are going to be testing out some new makeup. I have so many new products here that I've recently gotten that I really wanted to just like try out on camera and sort of just give you guys my first impressions. And this video is also in partnership with Lancome. They sent me some foundation products as well as one of their new concealers to test out. So I'll be testing those out today as well. So this is the look that I came up with. If you can tell, it's actually sunny outside, which just made my heart so happy today because I feel like I have not seen the sun in weeks. So because of the beautiful weather that we've been having, I've been really feeling spring. So I really wanted to like springify my makeup a little bit, which is why I have like a brighter coral lip. I feel like it definitely sort of livens up the copper eyes that I've got going on. So I really hope that you guys enjoy this. Definitely let me know in the comments some great products that you've tried out recently that you think that I should also try out and that other people should try out. And without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so let's first start off with the face. I'm really excited about this primer that I got from Sephora. I already took it out of the box, but I have not yet used it. It's from Josie Maran, and it is the Surreal Skin Argan Finishing Balm. Now, I've been really wanting to try this for quite some time. I just never really got around to purchasing it, but you guys know that I prefer primers that are a little bit more on like the moisturizer side, because you know those primers that just have like a really heavy like silicone base. I find those honestly never work for my skin. They always pill and just never really look great. So I always gravitate towards these types of primers. This is basically supposed to be like a glowy primer that's supposed to like hydrate and plump your skin. So this is what the product looks like inside. You can see like when I put this upside down, it doesn't drip out. So it's definitely a thicker product, and it feels honestly exactly like a moisturizer. So I like that so far. I'm just gonna rub this into my skin. Definitely feels a lot thicker than like a typical moisturizer, and when like I rub my hands together, it almost has a little bit of like a silicone feel to it. So here is what it looks like after it's rubbed in. Can you guys tell a difference? I don't know if I can really tell much of a difference, honestly. I mean, it is a primer, so it's not like it's an immediate change, but I don't really see much of a glow to my skin. Maybe just slightly. It feels like my skin is like nicely prepped for foundation. So I guess we'll see what the foundation looks like once we actually apply it. So speaking of foundation, let's apply some of that. So I'm gonna be using two Lancome foundations today. The first one is going to be the Ultra Cushion Foundation, which looks like this. And I'm also gonna use the Ultra Wear Makeup Stick. I'm basically gonna be using the Cushion Foundation all over my face to sort of give me all over coverage. And then I'm going to pinpoint with the stick to give me some extra coverage wherever I need it. So here is what the Cushion Foundation looks like. In most cushion foundations, the cushion is typically exposed, but with this one, there's almost like a netting on top. So when you push down on it, product dispenses through that. So instead of using the little puff that comes with it, I'm going to be using my beauty blender. That's what I typically like to do with most cushion foundations. And I heard that this was a little bit more of like a fuller coverage cushion, so I don't want to apply too much. Ooh, that looks really pretty though. That covered up my redness quite easily. This color actually matches me perfectly. If you're wondering, I'm in the shade 210 Buff N. So I'm just gonna go back in and do the other side. This definitely has really nice coverage. So this is what it looks like with a very sheer amount of foundation. So instead of going in with more layers of this foundation, I'm gonna go in with a bit more of a fuller coverage foundation, which is the stick one over here, and we're gonna layer it exactly where I need it so that I'm not putting on unnecessary product. Put a little bit on my cheek area, just like that. My nose, definitely, because my nose gets so red throughout the day, especially since I wear glasses. My foundation always rubs off. It's like the most annoying thing ever. I'm also gonna put a little bit on my chin. Now I'm going to blend that out with the same sponge, and it blends out really easily, as you can see. It's like just a few taps and it's totally blended into the skin. It's like a really creamy formula. A lot of the time, stick foundations could be a little bit more difficult to work with. They could be a little bit stiffer and a little bit more difficult to actually spread out throughout the face, but this one seems to be blending out really nicely. So here's what the skin looks like zoomed in. My camera is really good quality, so you're definitely going to be able to see everything, but that's good, especially when I want to show you like the quality of a product. So now I'm going to powder just a little bit. I'm actually going to use a new powder that I got from Sephora today. So this is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro. I believe this is a new product. On the display at least it said that it was new. So I'm just going to pick up a little bit of powder. I'm going to just powder sort of like the center of my face just to get rid of the shine in that area. Because even though I do want to look dewy, I don't want to look oily. Even though I do have dry skin, that is still not the look that I'm going for. So I'm just gonna powder a bit, and you can see that got rid of the majority of the shine, but my skin still looks nice and dewy. As far as the way this powder looks, it's actually really nice. Oh crap. That's exciting because it doesn't look cakey at all. I obviously have to use it a little bit more, but so far, just from this first use, it's pretty beautiful. It looks really nice and just light on the skin. So far so good for this powder. I'm excited to continue to try it. Okay, so now we're gonna move on to the eyes and we'll jump back to the face a little bit later. I also have the new Makeup Forever Starlit powders and Starlit liquids. I swatched some of these just on my hand. Mind was blown. And then for my base of my eye look, I'm going to be using this new Smashbox palette that I got. This is the Cover Shot Matte Eye Palette. I've heard so many people talk about this. Look at that, super cool. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab this shade right over here. It's sort of like a really warm caramelly brown, but very, very light. So it will work well as a transition shade. Whoa, they're very, very powdery. So just be careful with that. That's one thing I just discovered about the palette. I'm just gonna apply that right above my crease. Ooh, that pigment though. Super easy, just like that. I'm actually gonna zoom you guys in a bit so that you can get a better look of my eyes. Hold please. All right, so now I'm gonna grab a smaller blending brush and I'm going to go into this shade right over here. It's like a very, very warm brown. And I know what you're thinking, Jamie, why are you doing warm browns again? Don't you worry, because I'm gonna go into the purple next. I'm getting there. Just like, give me a sec, but we just gotta get there slowly. So I'm going to go into that shade and put it right on the outer corner of my eye, as well as into my crease. I really like the way these eyeshadows are blending, guys. Like, this is really nice. I'm impressed. I heard so many great things about this palette, and honestly, like, I haven't been too inclined to pick it up, but I am pretty happy that I did, because it looks super pretty. Ooh. So now that we have that color down, I'm gonna go into one of these Starlit powders. This one really caught my eye. It is in the shade number 12, and it's just like a pure copper. Okay, so to apply this all over my lid, I'm gonna be taking this tiny little Smith brush. This is the 302. It's synthetic. I feel like a synthetic brush is probably ideal for a product like this. I'm just gonna go ahead and start to apply that to my lid. Oh my, oh. Are you kidding me? Okay, the camera's not doing it justice. It's really, really not. Wow. And know what's even crazier is that I'm getting barely any fallout with this product, and it's like a loose product, so that is pretty impressive. And I'm not even using like Fix Plus or any type of adhesive to put this on. It is just going on so smoothly. Moving on, I'm going to grab the purple shade that's in this palette to add a little bit of like a plum twist to this look. I want a little bit of purple. I'm gonna just pop that on like the outer corner. It's not like a super bright purple. It's a little bit more subdued, which is nice because it sort of allows you to add a little bit of color to your look, but it's super wearable. I'm going to take this color from the Starlit liquid. This is 03. It is a absolutely stunning, like bright peachy gold. And I'm going to actually pop this right in the center of my lid. It just adds like a little bit of an extra something to this look. I was worried that this wouldn't layer well with the powder, but it actually does layer perfectly. Oh my God. Please tell me you guys are freaking out with me right now. Tell me I'm not the only one, because I can't even get over these products, to be honest. It almost makes my eyelids look wet because it's so reflective. So now for my concealer, this is the new concealer from Lancome. This is the Ultra Wear Camouflage Ultra Wear High Coverage Concealer. So this is supposed to be very high coverage. Looks like this, comes in a little squeezy tube. So I'm just gonna squeeze out some on my little palette that I have in front of me. So I'm just gonna grab this brush from It Cosmetics. I'm gonna take some of the concealer from my palette and then just start to apply this underneath my eyes. So I'm actually gonna blend this out a little bit with the brush. I don't remember the last time I blended concealer out with a brush, but it seems like it's just working really well with this formula. I applied a really small amount. It's actually covering up really well. You see how like red and purple my under eyes are, this like totally got rid of all of that darkness. And I'm also gonna sort of run the concealer up along the edge of my eyeshadow, and you can see that immediately cleans it up. So here is a difference between this side, which has nothing, and then this side. Not too shabby. So now I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of powder. I'm gonna take my RCMA just to set my under eyes so that it doesn't crease and everything is locked and loaded. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit of that and just pop that underneath the eyes. And I'm just gonna sweep that away with a little brush. This is not even clean, but I'm gonna go for it. So I'm just gonna finish off my face before I jump back to the eyes. So this is the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion. I feel like I'm so late to the party with this one because this has been around for quite some time and I've actually never tried it. I've heard that this is such a beautiful bronzer. So this one is in the shade 20M, but it has no like glitter or shimmer to it. It's just like a pure sheen. So I'm excited to see what this is gonna look like. So I'm gonna pick some up on my Haku Hodu bronzer brush and I'm just going to start to bronze a bit with this. See how it looks. Because it is definitely more of a sheer consistency, it's definitely not powdery in the slightest. It almost gives a really, really natural look. It doesn't look like I have like powder sitting on top of my skin. Okay, so for blush, I picked up this very interesting product from Bobbi Brown. I'm a little bit scared to use it because it is a cream product, and like you saw, I did powder, so I'm interested to see how this is going to apply over top the powder. So this is the Cheek Glow palette, and I got the shade Pearl, and it's basically a cream highlighter and a cream blush. So I'm first going to apply the blush. I do with my fingers? Yeah. I guess I'll just take my fingers. I'm just gonna run it along the product. It almost feels more like a gel than a cream to me. And it's like very, very shiny and wet looking. Oh God. So I'm just applying it and then blending it out with a clean finger. Applying and blending. And I'm gonna take the butt of my beauty blender and sort of just blend it out a little bit to help me. It's really weird because this color looks totally coral in the pan, but when I apply it to my cheeks, it almost looks like a cool pink, which is really strange. Don't know how I feel about that. And now I feel like there's no going back. I'm just gonna continue going because it's definitely not the blush that I would pair with this eye look. I feel like it's applying as like a totally different color. It's really strange. But other than that, it looks like extremely, extremely natural. It has a really pretty, like almost like wet glow to it. I feel like I would like this more on like my no makeup days. Anyways, let's take the highlighter on my finger, put this onto the tops of my cheekbones. Ooh, I like that. So as far as what I think about this product, I really feel like I would probably prefer this on like the days when I'm not wearing makeup and I just want a little bit of color to my cheeks and a little bit of a glow. And honestly, this was really expensive. It was like 60 bucks for this little duo. So don't know if I would recommend this just yet. I don't know. So I'm actually gonna take another one of the Star Lip powders for my inner corner highlight. I think I'm gonna take this one. This is 13. It's a much, much lighter gold, very similar to the shade that's like in the center of my lid. So I'm gonna take the same brush that I've been using all along, just grab a tiny bit of it, press it into the brush in the cap, and then just apply it right on that inner corner. Ooh, so pretty. So now I'm gonna go on and apply mascara. I don't really want to apply any liner, so I'm not gonna do that today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes Mascara. I just got this in the mail as a PR sample very recently, so I'm excited to see how it's gonna be because I have heard great things about it. So let's just apply this and I'll let you guys know my thoughts. I think it made my lashes look okay. It lengthened, it's separated, but I feel like my Maybelline Lash Sensational just does it so much better, I swear. I always go back to that one no matter what. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows, my least favorite part of doing my makeup. So my brows are looking a little bit on the thick side. I typically wouldn't make them this thick, but I don't know, things just happened when I was filling my brows. For the lips, these are the new Bite lip pencils. I mean, does this not just give you like major heart eyes? I have these new Bite lipsticks here. Let's see if any of them will go well with this eye look. That's very springy. This is the shade Fig from Bite. And for Fig, I'm gonna try 030 from the Bite lip pencil line. So these are wooded lip pencils. Okay, they're gliding on really, really creamy. with like no problem at all. No pulling, nothing. So my first impressions, I do really like the way that they applied. Like I said, they glided on like really easily and they just feel really good. They don't feel like super drying like some lip liners do when you apply them all over the lips. I am interested though to see how long wearing these would be. So now let's go into Fake and just apply this all over my lips. Oh my God, look at that. Perfect match. It's like the exact same color. Honestly, Anne, Bite lipsticks, creme de la creme, they're the best. I did also get these Bare Minerals lip glosses today and I really want to try them out. This one over here is Far Out and I got really excited when I saw this shade because I really have absolutely nothing like it. It's almost like a white gold with a lot of gold shimmer in it. It's really beautiful. It actually sort of matches my eyes, so I think I'm going to be using this one sort of like as a lip topper. We'll see how it looks. And then I have the shade Totally, which is more of just like a creamy nude shade. It looks like this, has a little bit of like a pinky undertone to it. This one doesn't have any shimmer to it, but still really excited to try that one out. But today, we are definitely gonna be using this one. They smell really good. They sort of smell a little bit like cake. So I'm just gonna apply this right in the center of my lips. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. That is beautiful. So here is what the lip looks like with a little bit of the gloss, and I actually really like it. This is such a beautiful gloss, like to use as a lip topper. So guys, this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. Definitely let me know what you thought in the comments. Give this video a big thumbs up, and of course subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.